Buckle up, movie lovers. Let's dive into the extraordinary world of Catch Me If You Can. It's not just a film, it's a wild ride through deception, chase, and pure charisma. Imagine this: a teenage con artist. Yes, you heard that right. Frank Abagnale, played by the charming Leonardo DiCaprio, is on the run. He tricks everyone: banks, hospitals, even airlines. What drives him? A quest for identity and a desire to escape a broken family. But here's the kicker: he's only 16. Can you believe it? A child with the mind of a master criminal. He forges checks like a seasoned pro, living a life full of glamour and danger. The plot thickens when Tom Hanks, as the relentless FBI agent Carl Hanratty, is hot on his trail. The tension off the charts. Their cat-and-mouse game grips you tighter with every scene. And it's not just a chase, it's a deep exploration of trust and betrayal. The film, directed by the genius Steven Spielberg, is a visual feast. Bold colors, striking cinematography, every frame is an artistic marvel. The design draws you in, making you feel Frank's exhilarating highs and crushing lows. Let's talk numbers. On Rotten Tomatoes, it boasts a fresh score of 96. Critics rave about its wit and cleverness. Metacritic gives it a solid 75, highlighting its brilliance. And don't forget IMDb, where it stands strong with an impressive 8.1. This film is not just entertaining, it's a critical darling. Now let's unravel some mind-blowing twists. Did you know that Frank's real-life adventures inspired numerous films and even a Broadway show? This man was so good at deception that he once successfully impersonated a Pan Am pilot flying over 1 million miles. Can you imagine? It's like something straight out of a movie. But wait, the emotional core of this story? Frank's struggle for love and acceptance. His father's approval is what drives him to these heights of deception. It's poignant, relatable, and breathtaking. Every moment is packed with excitement, from near captures to jaw-dropping scams. Each scene keeps you glued to the screen. The supporting cast shines too. Christopher Walken, as Frank's father, brings depth and warmth. His performance is both touching and haunting. It's a dynamic that tugs at your heartstrings. The humor, absolutely top-notch. DiCaprio's charm mixed with Hank's seriousness creates a roller coaster of emotions. You're laughing one minute and gasping the next. And the twist at the end? I won't spoil it, but it's a gut punch. It forces you to rethink everything you thought you knew about Frank. This isn't just a story of a con artist, it's about redemption and forgiveness. Catch Me If You Can is not just a film, it's an adventure that leaves you craving more. Each viewing unravels new details and layers of storytelling magic. If you haven't seen it yet, what are you waiting for? Gather your friends, grab some popcorn, and dive right in. This masterpiece is a perfect blend of thrills, emotion, and pure cinematic joy. Let's explore even deeper into the fascinating plot and characters. Imagine being a teenager with the ability to outsmart the entire FBI, to create a persona so believable that you can walk into any situation and convince everyone around you that you belong. Frank Abagnale did just that. His brilliance lay not just in his ability to forge checks, but in his understanding of human nature and his ability to adapt. He could read a room, assess a situation, and instantly become what people expected him to be. This chameleon-like ability made him one of the most captivating characters ever portrayed on screen. DiCaprio's portrayal of Frank is nothing short of mesmerizing. He captures the youthful exuberance and the underlying vulnerability of a boy trying to find his place in the world. You see a young man who is running away from the pain of his parents' divorce, searching for something he can't quite articulate. It's this search for identity and belonging that makes Frank a character you root for, even as he commits crimes that should make him the villain. The dynamic between Frank and Carl Hanratty, played by Tom Hanks, is another highlight of the film. Hanks brings a dogged determination to the role of Hanratty, the FBI agent who is always one step behind Frank. But there's more to Hanratty than just his pursuit of justice. He's a man who sees through Frank's facade, who understands that beneath the con artist's bravados is a scared kid. Their relationship evolves from one of adversary to something resembling mutual respect. Hanratty becomes a father figure to Frank, offering him the stability and guidance he desperately craves. The scenes where Hanratty comes close to capturing Frank are filled with tension and excitement. Spielberg masterfully builds suspense, making you sit on the edge of your seat, wondering if this is the moment when Frank's luck will finally run out. But it's not just the thrill of the chase that keeps you engaged, it's the emotional stakes that Spielberg weaves throughout the film. Frank's longing for his father's approval, his desire to reunite his family, and his struggle with his own identity give the film a depth that resonates long after the credits roll. Christopher Walken's performance as Frank's father adds another layer of complexity to the story. Walken brings a poignant sadness to the role, portraying a man who is charming and charismatic, but ultimately flawed. He instills in Frank a belief that he can be anything he wants to be, a belief that drives Frank to achieve extraordinary things, but also leads him down a path of deception. The father-son relationship is at the heart of the film, and it is their interactions that provide some of the most touching moments. The film also delves into the theme of redemption. As Frank's schemes become more elaborate and his lies more intricate, you see a young man who is trapped by his own creation. He wants to stop, to find a way out, but he doesn't know how. It's a testament to Spielberg's storytelling that you find yourself empathizing with Frank, understanding his motivations, and hoping for his redemption. The film culminates in a powerful climax that ties together all the thematic elements into a satisfying conclusion. It's a story about the choices we make, the paths we take, and the possibility of second chances. Spielberg, with his unparalleled directorial skill, crafts a narrative that is as entertaining as it is thought-provoking. Catch Me If You Can is a film that appeals to both the heart and the mind. It's a cinematic journey that explores the complexity of human relationships, the quest for identity, and the longing for connection. It's a film that challenges you to see beyond the surface, to understand the motivations that drive people to do the things they do. It's a testament to the power of storytelling and the magic of cinema. As you watch Frank navigate through his adventures, you're reminded of the resilience of the human spirit. You're reminded that even in the midst of chaos and confusion, there is a yearning for love and acceptance. You're reminded that everyone has a story, and sometimes those stories are more incredible than fiction. So if you haven't experienced the brilliance of Catch Me If You Can, now is the time. It's more than a film, it's an experience that stays with you, an adventure that captivates and inspires. Dive into this extraordinary tale and discover the layers of storytelling that make it a timeless classic.